All right. So this is attempt like number 27 of just trying to play this game. Welcome back, everyone. So today we're going to be playing on the Forsaken Island map. Yeah. So as you can see, there's a pirate ship over here, and there's like some other little rivers over here. I definitely will utilize them. But we got this nice little land bridge, and of course, water source up here, and a nice little volcano with some, or I'm gonna assume that's gonna be like a volcano kind of thing with some iron around it. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to make a district to actually utilize all this, but I don't know what this is. But anyway, so we are going to be pretty lucky here because we do have oak trees over here along with some little seedlings, so we can utilize that for easy wood access. And of course we have berries right next to us, so our lives are going to be pretty easy for now, I'm going to say. And I'm still a little sick, so I might cough on the side, but I do want to get rid of this because I can see this island being good for food resource, so we're going to try to utilize that, maybe even destroy this huge thing right here. But looking at the river here, there's a lot of wood up here. I kind of want to go for that. Anyway, so let's get our start down. Let's put it over here. I'm gonna do something like that and something like this, and that should be good. And I don't know why, I just want to put it in the corner. Anyway, let's get a pathway up over this way, and let's get our food supply down. I'm definitely going to place down a, where is it, a food supply hut, efficient farmhouse, because we don't have that many berries that we're used to, so we're going to have to be really quick when it comes to food. So we're going to do this, and then what we can do is, trying to think here, maybe, maybe like this. Something like that would work, I think that would work. And what we can do is also get this over here, and then, oh yeah, there's a berry in the way. Let's destroy that really quick if we can, and hopefully we can do that, number one. And then we can start getting our wood supply down. Let's put one over here. Let's put two over here, to be honest, because the more the merrier, am I right? Plus they have nothing else to do there. Yeah, so we got that out of the way, perfect and good. And now what we can do is start cutting down all these trees. So that's a lot of wood that we have access to, but it's still somewhat limited. So I'm going to be a little careful here on what we do. Now, that might be too slow to have a water mill, or it won't even be effective. Because, like, it's not like over here where the water supply is fast, but, I would utilize that. But the problem is, though, it's going to be so far out of the way from the wood that's over here. It's not going to be worth it, like, efficiency-wise. So what we're going to have to do is use the hamster wheel. I think that might be the best choice here, is hamster wheel time. How do I want to put this, though? I'm trying to think. Definitely going to have to be up here. Yeah, it's going to be right here, so in the future we can block off some certain waterways so we can have more pressure going down on these sides, and then we can really utilize that wheel, and that can, lead different activities. I think that would be a good call. But let's get the power going here. Not you, you, and we're going to put you over here. Yeah, that might be a good way. And then, yeah, we're going to do this. How about that? And then, boom. Right? Yeah, perfect. And then we can actually maybe make a pathway over here so it can actually utilize the... yeah, that's pretty good. That works. And I'm trying to think here of what we're going to do. I want to put the forester up here because then it's out of the way. It has its own green area, and then we can even use this for fertile land to make farms. For example, block this off, and we, pretty much have a nice little water source that we can survive the drought with, and maybe even backup water supply. This is actually pretty quick, so we could even try to use the windmills up here, or water mill, I mean, up here. And I'm trying to think of where we can even put our utility buildings for when we have windmills, but I'm trying to think here, and part of me is thinking over here, because then the woods here, make a pathway, can go all the way over here, maybe in like a nice little straight line or something. But I'll think of where to put everything later. Houses? Wait a minute. We can maybe do something here. We can do something here, maybe utilize this as like a little land, and then have like the buildings on top with the road on there. That might be a good idea. I'm also trying to like not cough. If you hear me like kind of like clenching my throat a little bit, that's me trying not to cough right now. Because every time I've been recording, I need to cough. But yet when I talk out in public, it's fine. So it's kind of weird. But we have a lot going here, so we're gonna cut out and come back in once more things are a little bit more set up. Well, actually, wait. Let's actually get this out of the way. Something like you there. Does that work? Yeah, that works. Okay. And we can do something like this. We're going to have to wait till we have enough science points, but I think our first goal should be the stairs, which is 70, and then we can go for the forester later, because then we can get this up, and then, of course, utilize the trees, the land, and then go from there if we have any more creative ideas, or if there's anything that we can do. Yeah. We could even shove additional water here. That'd be a pretty good one. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I was thinking of getting a mod, and someone mentioned the pipes mod, so I should have maybe gotten that mod. And boom. All right, perfect. So we now have a forester up and running over here. Well, not forester up and running, but, you know, we're going to have it up and running relatively soon. And we are building the houses over here, kind of like how I wanted, which, you know, they're going to be on top. We can always destroy this and put more later with the other houses to get a little bit more efficient. But we're going to stick with this for now. And then what we can also do is maybe do the lumberjack flag over here. I think that might be a good idea. Having at least 2 down over here would be a good. And then if we need more, we can even place more if we need to. Oh, okay, I see. It's to get us up here. Okay, I understand this pathway now. We can reach that one later. Anyway, so I need to think of where we can place our wood supply, which I kind of want to put it up there, but I didn't really think of a place where to really put our other, you know, main building areas. So I'm thinking over here on this island, but then part of me is saying no, you know, and I don't know why. Like maybe over here, since it's kind of almost open. It'll be right next to the wood supply. It would be a little farther away, but it would be close to here still, somewhat. So it wouldn't be all that bad. Let's do this. Perfect. Yeah, it wouldn't be all that bad. So I might do it. Who knows? Well, once we get to that point, we'll get to that point. But right now, we're doing a decent job. Let's see here. Do we have enough for this? Okay, so we're close. So we need to wait for this to be done being built, which means we need more planks. So we need to actually get this up and running again. And we need to get some people off certain jobs so we can actually make that happen. So let's get one off here. Wait, what? There we go. Perfect. So we need someone off there. Now we need someone in here. And I think we have too many builders. Let's take one off. Yeah, let's take one off. Have 2. And then they should be able to run this 124. So yeah, there we go. Perfect. So we should be able to do that now. Get some planks. And then we can finish up this building. And then we can really focus on what we need to. So we can actually stop these guys. Put them up over here. And then, let's see, where is it? Wood cutting. And then we can start focus on wood cutting up over this way. Good. Good. And boom. I think you can reach over on the back, can you? You can. Perfect. And then what we can do is actually segregate the wood too into different little sections. Like we can maybe put like oak trees over on the right hand side, and then maybe like every other wood on the left hand side. Might be a good idea to do. I'm not fully sure, but we'll try things. Also, I want to leave this tree here. I don't know if we can actually jump over a space to plant more oak seedlings, but it will be kind of a test, you know? And plus, you know, natural trees look better too anyway. Alright, so this might be a stupid idea, but I am going to try to redirect the water flow over here so we can actually get some stuff moving. And we're going to try to have at least 1 sawmill, or yeah, 1 lumber mill, and then 1 gear mill. And that is because we need something that keep going while everything is not going, because if we can at least have these 2 running, you know, continuously, then we would have an easier time making what we need to make. Because, you know, what we really do is, you know, we try to like really skip to just windmills, and then we need like, you know, gears to make the little pipes, and then we kind of just screw ourselves over on that one. So if we can try to, you know, change things out and really change out the water so it's a little faster and doesn't slow down, then we can do that. then it's going to really help us out, especially over here. We could even try to make it go on an island, but if we can try to at least block off the water, that might be even better too. And I mean, if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. That's all I can say on that one. But, you know, we have a lot of wood on the side. There's not really much we can do right now. We could even just move that up over here, but it's, I don't know, that's so much work to be honest. But we could even just try to take over this, which I'm going to actually do right now since it's here anyway. So let's do it. We'll just put like about 2 more here. Uh-oh, lag spike. There we go. And there we go, perfect. And hopefully we can get more wood along the way. It's not about, you know, the journey, it's about the friends we make along the way and how much, you know, how much resources we can destroy along the way as well. Because every episode I say it, we don't like nature, we love cutting it down. But we can also do this too to give us extra, you know, a little bit of a water system here. I don't know why I'm going to do this, but that's because I like wood over here. So let's go do that. And then we have another access to wood over there. So we're kind of cooking, you know. Let's get rid of this bad boy so we can focus down over on this side. And I think you're done over here. You are. So you can now go up over here and join them in cutting down all the wood we see in the area. And okay, so you're full, so there's not really much we can do with you, so we're just going to keep you there. Science is going pretty well. This is actually doing well too. So let's see here. That means we're going to have to block off this area too, and hopefully maybe... Nice. Okay, that is actually pretty cool. I was like, wait a minute. Is that... Wait a minute. Pine. Is that the only pine tree? I think that's the only pine tree on this map. Yeah, that is. Okay, that is quite interesting. Okay, because this island is, well, or this side is pretty much dead. And then that side is pretty good. Okay, so it seems like we got lucky. It seems like there's, like, blockages down here, too, which is going to resemble, you know, I guess, wood or shipwrecks or something. I don't know. But I actually do like that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Anyway, you can see where the water kind of, like, holds itself, like, right here, too. This is pretty good. If we kind of block it off down here, oh, we can actually do that right now, actually. We can block it off up there. Oh, we should do that. That would really help. Especially when it comes to, like, you know, food later game, that would definitely help us. So let's do something like this, and then we can really utilize that little idea that I had. So let's, what was it, a dam? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And that should, I mean... we may as well make it go across, you know? Yeah, we may as well make it go across. Doesn't really matter. Just gonna save me a headache from trying to do everything. There we go. Perfect. So we can do something like that, and then we can even do one up here if we ever get there. But the problem with that is... oh, wait, never mind. Okay, never mind. We have that right there. And... let's see. Do we need to make one over here? We don't really need to, so we should be good. We could even... ooh. We could even open this up, to be honest. Yeah, let's open this up. I think they can reach that. I'm not sure if they can or can't, but, you know, we'll do it anyway. And, all right, so we should be good. Yeah, so we should be good. We should be able to also block this off over time. Let's do something like this. Oh, it's a straight line over here. Okay, that works out. And then we can maybe do it again, maybe over here. But this is just going to be a little test. I am going to place another watermill, or at least one watermill here. Maybe even 2, depending on how much wood we have left over. But it doesn't seem like we will have any, mainly due to the fact we have to wait for this to grow. This is going to take even longer, but we only have to wait pretty much a day for the drought to be over with. So we should be good. Food is still holding us pretty well. We have some extra beavers, which is good at the same time, but I just don't know what to do with all of them, so... okay, we can... well, maybe. We could just make a road down here, so they can... well, I mean, nah, let's just make one of these. Well, let's make 2 of these again, so they can do that, get more wood, and then we should be good. And maybe even get up over here, too. We're just going to try to really just cut down all the trees in our area and fully utilize it to really push us forward here. I decided to not do what I was going to do, and that was to block off all this and really have the water, you know, flow over this way. That might be a future project. I decided to actually just start building over here and get the windmill over here so we can actually start working on the wood workshops, which is going to be fairly easy. So all we need to do is that, and then we can even put more over here on the side to connect it to a building, and there we go. I feel like this might be the better choice, and that is putting it over here in a nice little row right next to the wood stuff over here. Is my idea, I think. I don't know. But some of this wood is actually starting to finish too already, so that's a good sign. And we can start... I mean, yeah, we can start now. Let's just put some of these over here. We can first start with 2 planks. Yeah, let's start with 2 planks. We can do it here, here. We can get rid of you. And then just keep going with the building. And just keep building it for a while since we are starting to get wood. And then what we can also do is start getting a nice little platform over here so we can get across and build these little things. Well, actually, let's do it right over here. And what we can do is let's get rid of these. Yeah. Let's get rid of these, and then what we can do is focus on a pathway over here so we can get to the other island. This might be a better choice, I think, in the long run, because then we have a better water source to really rely on, because as long as this thing goes, this goes, so that's fine. And then we can even hook this up to a windmill over here, and that would honestly work, because then we have this advantage and then that advantage, so if that goes down we still have this going on. So I think we should be all good on that one. But then I also do want to get up here and possibly make a little... Oh, okay, so I guess we have to break this open for us to, you know, have a little bit more efficiency over here. But if we can make a little dam point right here, then we can easily protect ourselves from bad water going down over here. That would definitely be a win. Yeah. And then I don't know if this would make any difference destroying this or not. I think if we blocked this off, that would be a little better, but at the same time it might be good just to leave it where it is. And we do need to start making some water storage facilities, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna focus on this right now. Oh wow, one's already up and running. Perfect. All right, so currently we are in a drought, but everything... Oh, perfect timing. So we currently are in a drought, and we are also starving. Hopefully these berries don't die, because we need them. They are about 50% of the way there, so we really need to start, you know, getting a move on here. Should have maybe kept the berries here. We may see a mass die off, but that's fine. We can easily recover. It's recoverable, I think. Uh-oh. Okay, can the water hurry up? These things are dying. I would like my food to not die in about 0.9 days. Uh-oh. This isn't good. It's actually not coming in. Okay, never mind. It's coming in. Oh my god, I barely made it in time. Thank Christ. And we have some of them starting to come in too, which is perfect. Oh my god, this is saving me right now. Just the food coming in. And we are going to be trying to make some medium tanks to store the water, which would be a really good idea. I am not looking forward to a bad tide. Bad tide is going to be the worst thing of my life. I'm going to tell you that right now. Yeah, definitely not looking forward to that one. But hopefully this can actually be finished relatively soon. I have a lot of people working on the research, so we can actually just boost that up really quickly while we focus on all this. So if there's a drought, well, guess what? We can do this. Power should be relatively fine. I have no idea, actually, because I don't even have it on. And how are we on wood? Doing a good job still, I think. Uh-oh. Seems like a lot of people are dying of hunger still, so that's not a win here. Please don't die. We have a lot of people working on food here, so hopefully you guys can make it. I mean, this farm held on for a while, so I'm happy with that, but, like, it doesn't really do me any good if they're still dying here. Alright, good. Alright, so we're gonna have to wait and see if we can hold out. Hopefully these berries can finish in about 6 days, and then that would be a lot of food that we can utilize. We just have to wait for that to finish. And what are the builders working on? That's my question. Let's get these out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna get these guys out of here right now, so we have some more beavers open to work on things. So what are the builders doing? That's my question. Okay, so they're working on these. Got it. Wood-wise, we may as well have these open so we can get a move on here. And, uh-oh, that's not good because we have people dying. I forgot about that. Well, actually, we can do a 2 and 2 kind of situation. And we may... have to take some guys off of certain jobs here, which of course we can do one there. Well, we could stop some of these guys here because they don't really, we don't need this right now. We can wait, I think. The lag hasn't really been that bad in this. Oh, never mind. There we go. The moment I said something. Did someone else die? No, someone grew up. Okay. So they all should be here. All right, good. They all are in their jobs, doing their thing. I need to make another large pile, and that is going to be strictly for planks, which I might just expand and do it over here. Might be a good idea. Do we have enough to make the 2? We do, actually. Perfect. So we could just put it on top. Feeling like that might be a good call here, is just putting it on top. And where is it? Where is it? There we go. And then put the planks here. And then we can even put the wood up here as well. That looks so weird. But I ain't gonna change it, you know? If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Okay, so we have dodged a bullet somewhat. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so these things might actually die. So we have another drought coming up in 3 days. Hopefully we can get our food supply up and running again. We seem to be really good on holding ourselves off on and keeping everything steady pretty much. Water supply, added another one of these, so we're fine. We have that double whammy of, you know, people hunger, thirsty, both died. People died of both, but now we're starting to get some population back, which is good. And we may even get our food back in order too, before the drought. Maybe not actually, because we're halfway there, which means we need another 6 days. Drought's coming in, so that might be problematic. So what we might do is actually block this off a little bit more, because we have no other building projects. This actually might keep the water pretty steady here. So let's do something like this. Where is it? Here. So this might help us. It might screw us over. I'm not sure. I feel like it might screw us over, I think. I'm not fully sure, but we're going to try to hopefully that helps us out. And honestly, I should have maybe focused on putting the berries up over here, but you know, it's kind of too late for that, mainly due to the fact I already have everything up and running. So we are focusing on planks so we can actually get more buildings done, because we did finish that. Well, yeah, someone finished that. And what we can do is this. We can get rid of these. We can get one going, but then we can actually get these two going too at the same time. So we can have gears running so we can actually start storing water, because our water supply is bad. We don't have anything stored, so we need to really work on that. And it seems like we're now out of wood. Somewhat out of, well, yeah, now we're out of wood, so we're going to try to fix that by turning these guys on, and hopefully they can, you know, cut these guys down and we can start using the wood that way. And we have, it looks like these guys are back too, and they already have some seedlings here, so that's perfect for us. That is what we want, and that is what we need. I really wish this was up and running, but it seems like that's not going to be the case. Food supply is still fooding. We have some berries left over, which is good. And we're going to try to get more berries over here. But I'm actually going to take that out and actually replace it with this. So now they're going to transfer it over there. And berries is going to be our main staple food, is what I think. Unless I can do something to change that. But right now, so far, there's nothing. And it seems like they're almost done with that one too, which is good. And that's on full force. Yeah, so I'm going to keep them out 2 gears. I feel like that's a good number of what we can do with that. And I need to prepare for the drought here, because I am a little worried with that. I'm actually going to get the forester running too, since they are cutting down the trees. Would be good to have them immediately, you know, plant them right back. And this looks kind of cool. I wouldn't actually mind this in real life, because then think of it this way, right? Okay, never mind. It could be bad, because then it could cave in. But think of it this way. You won't have any rain, you know? Like, you can walk outside and be like, oh, and then, you know, think of it that way, you know? But, you know, still not that good. Anyway, I don't really have any plans. Hopefully this is keeping things steady. Okay, so it's 5 days? Oh, shit. That might be a problem. Okay, so we have these berries over here, but I don't think it's like this over here. I mean, we have food stored, but is it really going to help us? That's the real question. I don't think it is, because I think we might have a very big problem here. And this is our saving grace. So should have focused on up over here, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. What am I going to do? Because, like, we could put a whole, like, berry farm thing over here. But the problem is still, we don't have it. So I'm trying to think here what I can do. Because I want them all attached to each other. But, well, actually, we can. Because we have, I think, enough science points. Right? We can. So we can make a little... We could do that, actually. Is build this, prepare ourselves for like a road or like a little pathway between, and use this the best we can for food. Maybe like this center island for berries and or like crops, and then we keep the windmills over here and then reattach it to the buildings over there. Might work. That might be a good idea. So let's try that. Let's do something. Let's at least do this first. I need to think of how I'm going to go about my life here, because I think I might have screwed up to a point where we may die for my actions. But it might turn out well, I think. I don't... We're going to have to wait and see. And got that there. So that means... what building should I put here? I think the paper mill. Do I have the paper one? I do have the paper one. So we could do something like this. That might work. If we do something like this, and then where's the power, and then do... It should be connected to this, so if we can get this building up and running, then we can put everything else beside it. So we still need the wood workshop when it comes to the infused wood. So that is something I'm going to be reaching towards so we can increase our overall water intake. And then if we need any other buildings on the side, we can attach it to this, and we should be good, is what I'm going to hope for. Since there is no water, I'm actually going to pause these guys. And then, do we have a full? You don't have a full. We will now have a full. And what we can do is start focusing on building other things. So I'm trying to think of how we're going to go about this. But I might even just help increase the wood income by just doing that. And then that should help with collecting the wood so we can store it during our downtime. I'm really scared of this, but so far it seems like about a day has passed. As you can see, the water is very thin here, but it's still keeping everything afloat. And maybe not that stuff though. Uh-oh. We will hit a water crisis really soon. Food crisis soon. Well, maybe not the food crisis, but the water crisis is definitely gonna be something I need to work towards. We don't really have that many planks. Could we even make a bridge? Oh, wait a minute. We could. Where is it? Over here? Yeah, over here. Oh. I mean, it's not bad. Like, we could just do something like this, but we need a bigger one, so we're going to do something like that. Wouldn't be a bad idea, but also, I don't know. Feel like we are in a very tricky situation here, because we don't have power. So we can't make planks. Well, wait. Yeah, we can't make planks because I destroyed the thing down there. This is going to die. Oh, wait, never mind. It dies in like 8 days. Okay, so we should be good on... Never mind. We should be fine. We are going to be a little... We might have some problems, but we should be good in the end. Alright, it's been a while since I last cut in, so we're going to cut in now. The medium tank is done, which is good. We have a lot of beavers growing up, so that should be fine. Food supply is... It's there, you know, it's something. And our wood supply is somewhat back up as well. I'm going to try to get some pine so we can start getting sap and, you know, the treated wood so we can get a better water supply, which I'm gonna... part of me wants to put it over here, but then part of me wants to bring it up here. I'm just kind of torn on what to do. But I don't know. I'll come to some kind of, you know, heartfelt pass in the future. But like what we're gonna do right now is at least open this up so we can at least get a little bit more wood out of the way. And let's do that, perfect. And also so I could do this. I really want to just do a damn little system over here just to help me out a little bit. But wait, what? Wait. What's going on? Where's the water? Wait, Wait. Hold up. Hold up. The water stopped flowing properly. So I'm not sure. Hold up. We may have a problem here. The water stopped flowing correctly over here before the drought, so we may have a very big issue on our hands here. One that I might need to start making a countermeasure to. Fuck. That's all I can say, because okay. Water flows down over here, goes over here, so what we can do is make a dam over here. I think that's going to be a good choice. Just do that. Go over here, and then get up here. It's going to be pretty far away, but that's fine. We're going to have to make a dam so we can actually... wow. Sorry, I'm just, like, so just trying to figure out what to do here, because, like, I did not expect the water to kind of break. So that means we really have to start finding a different way to get food if possibly this goes out up here. Because, oh my god, yeah, if the water completely stops up here, we are going to have a big problem to a point where I don't know what to do, right? So we're definitely going to demolish that, by the way. And, wait, is that a water source right there? That is a water source. Wait a minute, whoa. Huh, I never knew that, actually. That's actually pretty interesting. Yeah, we're going to destroy that, because I think that would increase the water if it has another thing to the side. And then what we can do is dam this place off over here, raise the water, more greenland, take this out, more food might be the best choice here. And then what we can even do is add the little metal things into the ground. We still haven't really reached a metal status, mainly due to the fact it's far away. So we're gonna... yeah, we're gonna have to wait on all this, but let's get all these guys out of here and have them focus on different things. Yeah, all right, so we should be good food-wise. Maybe. I mean, we can hold off with berries, I think. It's just that it's gonna be a little close. Well, actually, never mind, it's 3 days. Or 2.2 days, never mind. So, okay, maybe it's not as bad as I think it would be. Ooh, okay, so I went away, came back, so there is a drought going on. Well, it's gonna fix itself, actually, and we should be good. So we have about 4 beavers. They don't know what to do. I don't know what to do either, so we're gonna actually turn this bad boy on. We have 1.2 thousand science points, so what we're going to do is start making a wood workshop. So we're going to try to build this puppy up so we can start, yeah, just getting into it, you know? That sounds pretty bad. Anyway, we're going to try to at least get some more wood stuff going so we can at least get this one up and then start increasing our water supply, and then I would feel more confident when a drought occurs, because then it's like boo hoo hoo. Our food is actually doing really good too. Okay. Little worried about that one, I think. Yeah. Definitely worried about that one. Oh, could it be because... no, it's not. Huh. I don't know what is this? What? Oh, I see. So it's supposed to go off over here, and then, oh. Okay. I see. But we're still trying to get some wood over here, clear this out, and then I feel a little bit more comfortable once that's cleared. But anyway, I might move this. I don't know yet. We need to start making progress on expanding here. So what we need to do is most likely try to get metal. We could just try to get metal out here, refine it, and it won't be much, but it'll still be something. But I'd rather have a base over here and try to live up over here. But the problem is, though, it's pretty unforgiving over here. So it's going to be a little complicated, but we could maybe do it. Metal over there, metal over here. I mean, it's going to be so far away, but we could try to make a base up over this way. But the problem is, though, it's going to be a pretty big trap. Well, I mean, we could do it. Yeah, I mean, we can do it. It's just going to be a little difficult here because I don't want them getting in the water, actually, because of bad water. So I think it might be safe if we start making a pathway to get over this way. And it's going to be a while for them to actually do what they need to. We could just try to get up over this way and go up, but I don't feel like that's good either. It's going to be a little complicated. This one's a little bit more straight to the point, I want to say. Maybe? I don't know, because we have to still navigate this. And I don't know how we're going to navigate this, to be honest. I could just do a nice little, like, bridges, but, yeah, definitely we don't want to keep them in the water. So let's do this. We can have them here, and then what we can just start doing is bridging across this way. And then we can do something like that. Boom. And then keep going over this way. So we can do you... let's see here. We need to get about over here. Do something like that. And we could do... Oh, nope, wrong one. Do this. And there we go. And then all we have to do is pretty much destroy all of these blocks. And then we should be good in the middle, I think. Might even make the trade outpost thing over here. Or like the little outpost thing over here. And then let's keep this pathway going. I'm going to do that. So once they get to that point, they know what to do. And then... Okay, we're almost there. We need to at least get up over here. And then we can put it up over here. And then have some, like a nice stairway down, I think. I don't know. This is still a little difficult for me, but we could even block this off so they can build up water. Let's do this. And of course, get them over there. Get them over there. And we're good. Yeah. Do something like that. And then ladder. Perfect. We are over here now. Good. So once they're here, we will now have to start making the way up. So, of course, it'll be easier if we just build up over here. Yeah, might as well just do that. Do this. And then, of course, we're going to have to build like a nice stairway up, which is going to be a little complicated. Well, maybe not, actually. I think we could just do this. Right. Am I big braining? I think we are. All right, perfect. We did. Good. And then, of course, boom, 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 boom. Wait, not that one. Good. Destroy. Yes, fine by me. Destroy the blockage. That would be our way up. And we should be good. And then we're going to learn how to do the districts and stuff like that. Of course, we're going to have to build houses and then learn all that fun stuff. But that's whenever we get to this point. It's going to be a while before they finish building all this, but... and we got some extra left over. So what we can do is storage. Where's the builders or district management? Builders up. There we go. Additional builders. That will help us greatly. Do that. And then hopefully everything will be finished. And how's that? Okay, so that's good. So now we need the tapper shack. We're going to do multiple things at once here. And then we can put them up here. Oh, perfect. So then the tapper shack will just get this guy going. And then everything will come into plan, I think. Yeah, everything should come into plan. So what we're going to do is 2 of these guys on here. And then, well, actually, no, we're going to turn all 3 of them on. And then 1 guy here. We have 12 babies. Hopefully they grow up in time. And then we can utilize them and, you know, just overall, just building wise. And... yeah, hopefully we finish this in time, because this is going to be quite a build, but it shouldn't be that bad. It should be like fairly decent project, but I think due to the distance, it is going to be a little problematic. However, we do have the food, we do have the water, we also have this side thing going on, so it shouldn't be that bad. Let's actually get this as a main priority so we can get it out of the way, and then we can continue with this while I work on, you know, the increased water supply and like the big barrels. Well, actually, no, the big barrels need metal, don't they? They need 30. Okay, so never mind on that one. Oh, yeah. So we got Valentine coming in. It's going to be for about 1 day. It is spreading quickly, though. God damn. Okay. Yeah, we get to see how quick it spreads, and that is not good for us. That is going to kill a lot of our food supply. Well, good thing we have this here. This can kind of block that off. Yeah, it actually is good that this is slowing down because it buys us time. This, okay, this one's not too bad if you think about it. Anyway, we are trying to build this. Yeah, that. But I don't know what's going on here. Where are the builders? What's she do? Oh, it's only one. Oh, that explains a lot now. Okay, let's increase that really quick because I felt a little stupid now because I was like, wait a minute, this should be almost done, and yeah, we kind of figured out why. Okay, we're not doing too bad though. Okay, this does look pretty bad though. Yeah. Anyway, this should change. Wow, that was... Oh, yeah, because of this right here. I totally forget about this thing. We need to open that up, though. So, okay, everything's pretty much normal. Everything should be good. That was a real wake-up call for us, which means we need to really start controlling everything here. Yeah, they're still building this over here, but... Oh, that is not good, actually. Okay, guys, can we focus on this? Well, I guess they're doing multiple projects. We have about 42 beavers. I'm worried about our food supply, but it's... I'm going to say it's solid. You know, we're still doing good, and I do want to start getting more food over here. As you can see, we're doing a decent job. It's just that it's going to take a while for the fresh water to come back, wherever that is. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's definitely going to take a while, because that one's a little bit slower. Yeah. Well, no. Well, I mean, it's kind of mixing it in, so it's not too bad. Yeah, it's still pretty bad, though. Anyway, we're going to actually place potatoes down here, so because why not? I don't know why, but potato. And we can, let's see here, right about here. And we can really make a focus on potato, you know, and really focus on this over here. Really make a point of we want new foods. And then we can also put the grill master over here. Yeah, we'll put the grill guy right about over here. And then we can add like the warehouses somewhere. I don't know where. We just need to clear all this out. So let's cut down all the trees over here, make that happen. So yeah, because they're slowly going out over this way. Definitely there is going to be a lot. Beavers unwell, well, you should have thought of that one before you jumped into this water. And now they're actually starting to build over here, which is good. So it works out perfectly. Let's make this a priority to get rid of, and then I'm guessing they're done with this. Yep, they are. So look at that, more water, I think, if they want to work. There we go. So water supply should be good. I could even add more, but we aren't going to do that right now, and we're just going to kind of sit on our resources. Well, maybe not actually. How much is this? Or should I save up? I'm going to save up actually for the windmills or wind turbines. I feel like that might be a good one too. Let's actually demolish this. Yeah, we're gonna just demolish all of these because... Oh wait, yeah, they're getting to it already. Perfect. So we're gonna try to get to the wind turbines and get that out of the way. Yes. And hopefully everything turns out well here. I mean, one guy's... No recipe. Oh, okay, I see. I see what the problem was. Grilled potatoes. Nothing to do in range. Because they're blocked off by this thing. We're going to let them do their job, I think. Yes, we are. Just by destroying this one. Yep. And now they can start going crazy on potatoes and do their thing. I still need to think of a place to put everything, but I think we might be fine here. Maybe. I don't know yet. I'm going to have to wait and see. But yeah, let's just wait for all this to disappear. And... I mean, we're good because we have all these going. I honestly can just sit here and relax for a bit because we are at a good place right now where we can do whatever we want. We don't really need you right now, and we don't also need you either since you were temporary. And over here, they're doing pretty well when it comes to food. So we might need more storage on carrots. Then again, they're eating all the carrots before the berries, which is allowing them to store it. So, I mean... We'll wait. I want the wind turbines just in case. Well, I mean, do we really need it though? I don't think we do, because this is a solid power source. So honestly, we don't really need the wind turbines. We may as well focus on other things. So I want to do this, but yeah, let's just do this. Let's get it out of the way. So we can actually put this... I don't even know where to put this thing. Actually, I do know where to put it. Well, okay, maybe not that exactly. We can put this... We can put it over here. Screw it. We'll put it right here next to the berries. And then what we can do is, you know, berries. And make this one of the prime things to focus on for now. And they can work on this on the side. Trying to think here. I mean, carrots not really lasting that long, to be honest. They're like like I said, the go-to food source. So like I said, it's not lasting that long. it's a good thing and bad thing at the same time, so I'm not going to really focus on that. This might be a little complicated, but, well, maybe not actually, because we actually have a large warehouse, so we can just do this. Grilled potatoes, there we go, call it a day. And let's just kind of fill it in as we go. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I definitely need to start making like a little block off point. This, if a bad water comes in over here, we're just screwed. All this is gone. I'm pointing that out right now. Well, yeah, well, maybe not actually. We could try to fix that. But we're still waiting on this bridge to finish. It's just going to take a while. How's our planks? We have no planks, do we? We do not. Which means we really need to start focusing on wood again. Perfect. Okay, so we are currently in another drought. Everything is going pretty smoothly. Food actually went up a lot, so that's good. It seems like the potatoes are really holding out here, especially this over here. I'm actually really happy with this. And right now I'm trying to build the large windmill operation systems for that, so we can at least have power during times like these when there's no water, because just these four alone have been really good. So, oh my god, this is just great. Wood-wise, not bad. And then overall on the projects over here, as you can see, we're making progress. I am going to try and control the water using a little bit of a dam system here. It's kind of robust, but it's like, it's not bad. It's just to help elevate the water, but also control it at the same time, allowing it being a little bit more pressured in certain areas. Should I have dammed this off? Yeah, but I didn't. So yeah, what we can do is easily just put like a small little dam system over here and block it off and just move the water in a different way. I guess this is me kind of like trying to waste all the wood or something. Not waste it, but you know. We should maybe focus on this right here. That'd be good. Let's focus on demolishing that, getting ourselves up here, and then we can focus on stuff down here, because I would like to get that out of the way. And yeah, so there's pretty much nothing left. We're gonna have to wait for this all to finish, and then we can start making a new district, which I haven't really done in a while, so this is gonna be interesting. All right, so we have another round coming up, but this bridge is now fully done. We are fully connected. Well, not fully connected. We're still trying to, make some pathways and get this place ready for, another, little area to start up. And then we're going to try to utilize this area for iron, but then also explosives, so we can actually start changing the terrain and really getting ourselves down. So, like, we can blow up all this and put a farm here and, maybe just do stuff with the islands in general. But the drought shouldn't be that bad. What the? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was stuck. But we do have access to this over here, which is good. That's what I wanted. And we can even put more farms up here, which would be a good idea. And I need to learn how to do... Wow. Wow, okay. I don't know why my voice is like this. Anyway. So overall, food-wise, we're doing great. Water-wise, we're doing amazing. So we should be good on this drought now. We are still trying to build this over here, which is going to take a little time. Hopefully we can get this up and running relatively soon. We just need the paper boy to do his thing. Never mind. I think we just had a lot of people die. Yeah, a lot of people died of old age, so that's not good. Honestly, we can just get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. We don't really need this here. Put them elsewhere. We can actually stomp some of the, science people here, since we need them elsewhere. And of course the population will fix itself eventually. We just gotta wait for that to happen. What are we doing here? All right, we can destroy that, destroy this. We're just gonna try to clean up our little civilization right now, since we don't really need all these people. Let's destroy you. We'll keep 3 here, but right now we don't need all of them here, so we're gonna actually pause you and pause you, so we can get that out of the way. And then there's trees here. Did we not have them cut down? Okay, so we can do that, and get these 3 out of the way. And then we should be good when it comes to overall cutting... Oh, what the? There we go. Okay, weird. And we should be good when it comes to cutting down all this. And so far, I'm trying to build this up over here so we can have more potato storage. I feel like that would be a really good idea for us. And now we have some excess people, which is good for me. And what we can do is just wait for them to finish what they need to. Yeah, we have a lot of power. This thing is going crazy. I love this right now. So if you ever do get up here and you play on this map, Yeah, this is a perfect area for water. Or you could just try blocking off all the water sources over there and, uh-oh, lag spike. And funny enough, the lag spikes on this game aren't that bad until now, for some reason. Anyway, I never actually got over here yet. I might want to do that. But let's see. Can we... We're up here. Yeah, I might as well wait for this to finish. They're still building these stuff, which is fine. I'm gonna let them finish their building because we've just been kind of sitting here letting them do their thing, only doing like slight adjustments once in a while. Is there any way down? There is not, is there? There is not, but we could make a little bridge and then they have access to all that wood still, but they still have access to a lot of wood over here, which is fine. We just have to wait for them to finish, and the drought has started, which... Ooh, okay, so we should get ready for the bad water, which means we do need the metal, which means we do need to set up this district relatively soon. So we're gonna wait for all of it to stop. I'm also gonna build a dam over here once we get to that point, and then we can try to dam this off so there's water here that will help last them and keep the food supply going, and then they have food, and then we don't have to really worry about that. And I might just even put the main building over here, and yeah, I might just put the main building somewhere over here. I don't know where fully. I need to think this through, but actually we could just put it up here. I think that's what they want us to do, is put it on here, because that's what they have over here, right? Yeah, that's what they have over here, which means they want us to put a building on this thing. Looking at it now, I think that's what they want, but it would make sense too. So means we have to get up there. I mean, we could just destroy the resources, so might as well just do that really quick, and then once we do that, we should be able to have a good time with that. So let's make these guys prioritize that, and then what we can do is really focus on wow, is really focus on getting these things out of the way. Definitely want to focus on this, and then we should be good overall when it comes to building. I am trying to make a mini dam system over here, just in case bad water shows up. We can flood this area over here, and then we should be fine as well when it comes to this. And I'm trying to think of what else we could possibly do, but right now I think we're just chilling, you know? I think we're chilling. Food-wise, we're perfect. We got over 1,000 food, 643 water. In about 8 days, we should... That's when we should worry, but we have this right here, which is also fine because that still helps with food supply. And then we also have this because we did block this off, so it should help for a while too. With the potatoes, at least, we can get that out of the way. But right now what we can do is actually get rid of these guys, and we can put them somewhere else or make them focus on other things. But right now we're just going to wait for everything to finish building, and I don't want to delete this, but part of me does at the same time. I'm not sure, but kind of want to make a mini dam. Nah, we're going to keep it as it is. I feel like it would be a good idea, but maybe not. We could also destroy that. Should have maybe made like a different dam system here, is what I'm thinking. Part of me is saying no, but part of me is saying yes. So let's do that. Actually, let's do something like this. We can easily get rid of that. It would, well, I mean, we can replace the bridge anytime. So let's wait for these guys to get back. We can destroy this right here. Oh yeah, because of that on top. So let's destroy this up here. There can be a focus on building this little dam here, and we can at least fill up the water down here, so it helps us out for a while. Even if it goes over, that's fine. But let's see. Good. All right, because we do have to wait 6 days in the drought, so just gonna be a little safe here and just like have this fill up the best it can. There we go. Perfect. All right, so we are out of the drought, and what we need to start doing is set up a little district crossing here. Oh yeah, so we need planks and wood. Okay, so let's try to get this up and running. I think we might be able to do it this way. We have about 11 beavers on that are free, so we're gonna try to do this. District crossing right about here. I don't know how it fully works yet. It's like a little weird, but I think we can do it. Yeah. Carry capacity 100% if it's to there, I think. Now, so this place isn't really as up to date as I want it to be, but it's still up to date, I think. We need to really get up here, open this up, and have water going through all this area so we can actually have this nice and green so we can actually utilize this area. And of course, I think what the hell? Okay. I think my go-to strategy is this. We're going to try to block this off so we don't have that many problems. I'm going to put a farm up over here, but we do have leftover berries that I'm going to also try to utilize at the same time. That's the goal at least. And it's doing pretty good here, I think. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. But we could also do is also block it off up here a little bit. Maybe even put a dam there even. And maybe even a dam right here to actually store the water, and then whenever time comes, we can drop it. But right now we're doing overall pretty well. I would like this to be up and running, but we do have a wood crisis. So maybe me cutting back in and placing that down was not a good idea. But hopefully the trees finish. Oh, they aren't going to finish for a while. Yeah, these trees won't finish for a while. These trees aren't, they're like halfway there, so it's not fully even there yet. So we're going to have to wait and see on that one. But we do have I spiked, there we go. But we at least do have the potatoes here, and we do have the beavers here too. So I mean, it's not too well. Actually, never mind, we do have wood. We just need to place people down. I didn't even see this. We can put at least 2 here, and then what we can do is really focus on getting these wood and then try to utilize that the best we can for other resources. What was it, I really kind of stopped construction on everything, waiting for everything to finish. Should have maybe increased our wood area focus over here, which I didn't really do, but I should have done. And maybe even put like a pathway back over here so we can even have trees back here. Should have maybe done that. Might even move this up over here so there's more room. Yeah, that might have been a better idea, but we're gonna see if we can kind of utilize the wood over on this side by trying to build this little dam system over here, and also try to open this up too. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait on this one, but you know, we're doing pretty good still. You know, I feel a little confident. I do need to get that metal though, but they are also trying to get the potatoes in there too. So we do have like 3 beavers on that. Oh, perfect. We have beavers on the wood supply too, so that's perfect. All right, so we have this puppy up and running. It's not connected. What do you mean? Wait, is it missing a road or something? Oh, that's why, because it's not fully connected. There we go. And we should be good now. All right, so now we need to remember how to put beavers over here. Can we? Oh yeah, I think we just click on this, right? I think so. Migrate population. Oh, it seems like a lot of them just died off, didn't they? Yeah, a lot of them died. Huh. Don't know how to handle that one. I think what we might need to do is... I'm trying to think here of what we can possibly do here, since a lot of them just kind of croaked. Trying to think. We couldn't actually stop the science. I mean, we don't really need it. And what we can do is actually do that. And then we can at least migrate 3 people over, right? Oh, let's do this. And migrate population. And... minimum 3 district. Okay, so here we go. So trying to think here. What we can do is district 1 is here, so then this is district 2, right? So district 2 is here. Okay, so what we need to do, right? It is, I think. Yeah. Let's see how we do this. I might need to check out and see how we do that, but 3? Something like that? Does that work? It seems like it worked. Okay. So now we have the beavers running over here, and then what we can do is really have them focus on different jobs. So of course one is going to be the berry job. Let's do something like this so you can actually gather the berries, and then what we can do is have people on the wood farm. And let's do that. Let's actually turn this off. Well, no, not turn it off. We actually need 1 person on there. So we can do something like this. Oh, that is not a good time for that one. Please don't. Let's get a focus on this really quick. And then what we can also do is focus on wood supply. I totally forgot about water. That's not good for me. These guys might die, but yeah. How are we gonna deal with this? Could try to put like a little water source over here. I'm also sucking on Jolly Rancher. Oh, be perfect. That is perfect. Oh my god. Destroy this, please. We need this gone now. And then we have a lot of wood going on, so that's good. We should have Yeah, we have 3 beavers. Where's the third one? Oh, is he over here? Okay, I see. What we can do is pause that, so then you're going elsewhere. We could try to give water. I think we can do that. I know we can try to possibly give food as well. There we go, perfect. And then let's get that water supply up and running over here. Nope, wrong one. Like this, and then like that. That should last them for a little bit, but I think we can trade water to them, so we should have that benefit here. Okay, so you can only bring 2 at a time. All right. At least you have the wood advantage. Do we have the wood advantage down here, though? Let's actually lower this to 1. Yeah, okay, so we have about 3 beavers over here with no jobs. We might as well upgrade this to 2. And what we can do is manage distribution. And then let's see what we can do here. Let's see here. Trying to think of what this is. Is this... Okay, export about 15%, 10%. I'll do about 10%. Let's do food too. We'll do about 30%. That should be good. 15. We'll do about 20% of that, and then water we can do about 50-50. I think that would be a good one. And this should hopefully have them provide the right resources that they need to survive. Are you dead? Okay, I thought you were dead. Anyway, we're going to need this up and running as quickly as possible. So that means we're going to actually have to turn one of these guys off. Put you over there, and we should be good. I think. I don't know. Where's the other one? Oh, he's right here, isn't he? Yeah. I mean, we don't really need to worry about that right now. We need to focus on building. And then we need water and food. Right? Yeah. So we need food. So we're going to actually turn this one off. Do that. And then they should start focusing on different resources. Right? Can you go in there, please? This is up and running. You're up and running. You're up and running. So they all have a job. And then do we have anyone else over here? All right, so we got one person that's left over, which is fine. We're actually going to pause this building so we have a lot more. And then... trying to think of what we can do over here. We can start placing down resources. That's... Well, maybe not, actually. We need to start actually getting them up here so we can actually let them utilize certain, like, the entire area over here. And then once we have this up and running, what we can do is break this open over here, allow water to pass through here, and then we can actually have farmland up over here on this side, and then they should be good food-wise. I think that's how it's going to go. I don't know. We do have an advantage by doing this, but I don't know if they're going to take... Oh, they are taking resources. Okay, good. Oh my god, yes, perfect. This is going to go great, I hope. I think. I don't know. That's what I'm going to assume it's going to go pretty good. And... Are you sleeping? Wake up. There we go. Yeah, we may as well just migrate some of the people over here over. So let's do that really quick. Uh-oh. Okay, did not mean to do that. Let's migrate some of the people over. Get about 10. Hopefully that doesn't hurt anything. It does not. Perfect. So we got about 39 or 73. And then we got 10 over here. Perfect. So we got 7 beavers who don't know what to do, which is fine. We're going to actually turn this one on. That should be good. Get them on building. Get that going. Don't know. We have some people who don't know what to do still, which is fine. We're actually going to... Oh, look at that. The water's rising. And what we could actually do is try to block this off still, but I'm going to wait. This would be good for power, wouldn't it? If we can block this off. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Let's try that. Well, we need planks. I think they would have enough planks. And where is it? Damn. Where? Now we want to fully block it off here. And then get that nice little good water pressure. We could open this too. And help with that. But I think we do have planks, right? We do have planks. Okay. We should have planks down here, right? Let's do something like this. Alright, and then someone should be there and taking resources out. Yeah, they have planks there. Perfect. They're actually taking it out and storing it, which is good. Okay, perfect. Once we have more logs cut, we can actually start making more homes, or just homes in general. I mean, we could try it now. Yeah, let's try it now. We can start trying to make homes. Where am I even going to put them? I could try to put them down here. That might be the best best option. See if we can actually even do that. Yeah, you can. Perfect. So, how am I going to even try to do this? What the hell? Anyway. Oh, okay, so they're actually building this, so perfect. That is what we want to do. So we're going to actually try to clear this out, and then once we're up here, we're going to try to extract as much as we can. Ooh, the water's coming back, and as you can see, I was able to actually get this lifted, and now we have water. So what I'm also going to try to do is try to get like a nice little dam system over here, like so. Excuse me. And then once we have that covered, we're still kind of like trying to push across here. I'm going to try to get rid of this so it's not in the way. We're just kind of aggressively moving around here. Can we fix that, guys? Can we, that is not good, is it? Yeah, I don't like that one. So we're going to have to destroy all that, because I think he's dead. Oh, never mind. It's not dead, but like, I don't like the water system here. We might have to do like a little something here. Like a little dam right about here. I think that might have to be needed. I think. Yeah, because wouldn't it slow it down? I think it would. Or we might have to just, you know, fix it. Oh, that's why, because of this. But as you can see, it is fixing all the problems down here. So I ain't going to complain about that one. So let's actually get rid of all these. And you. And now we have access to kind of... Wait. Is it? Huh. I thought it would fill that up. Is it not? I mean, we can always block it off. Because then it would just go over that way. So I think that's what's going on over here? What's going on over there? Anyway, I am worried about this. So we're going to hopefully try to get this up and running as quickly as possible. Whenever they want to... Oh, they can't do it because it's blocked. Oh my god. Okay, so we have a big problem here. Yeah. Yeah, we have a problem. We can't build. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's even worse. Okay. Builders? Builder's hut. Okay, so we need to build a builder's hut, and I think that would fix our problem. Let's actually get rid of that and move it a little bit over here, maybe. Polling post, builder's hut. Here we go. Put you right about there. That should maybe fix the problem. I didn't expect something like this to happen. And, alright, there we go. What can we do to fix this? I don't think there is anything we can possibly do. We're gonna have to wait. Oh, it's getting even worse. Okay, yeah, we definitely need this up and running. Oh, we can't even build that either. Oh my god. What are we gonna do? Trying to think of what we can do. Are they building? Or no, they're taking wood away. We may have to destroy this and have assistance over here, because I didn't expect for something like that to happen. Can we? Thank you. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, everything's not working now. So I just destroyed this for nothing, did I? I think I did. Okay. Trying to think of what I can possibly do here. But I guess we're gonna have to rebuild that. And then... God damn, okay. Huh. It's really... I think I see what's going on here. There's a lot of stuff in there, isn't there? I think there is. So, it's overflooding this, so I didn't really expect that to happen. Huh. That is horrible. We have to wait for a drought to happen, so we're gonna migrate all these people back if we can. Can I even do that? Oh my god, I can, thank Christ. We're gonna migrate all these people back so we can actually save our lives here, or save their lives here. Can they... Can you migrate? Uh-oh. I think I might have broken everything. Are they running back, or can they not? Oh, they can't, I think, because we have to set this up. So let's make that our main priority here and see if we can get that working. And I don't know what to do in that situation because it's like, ugh. Yikes. Okay. So, I don't know what to do. But what we can do is still try to get iron. Let's see what we can possibly do here. It seems like the iron is here, so that means we have to get over there, or we have to make an attempt to get over here. As you can see, we are kind of in a mess right now. Uh-oh, that is going to be a lot of death. Wait a minute. Wait. I have an idea. And it might be a little goofy, but I think it might work, right? So, trying to think of how I'm going to do this. Okay, we can do this, right? Do this and do that. And then what we can do is do something like this. And then we destroy these, right? And I'm just like sitting here. I just went to the bathroom. And I was like, wait a minute. I have a big brain idea. All right, so can we get this out of the way? I hope it's on our side. Please tell me it's on our side, right? Trying to think of what we can do here. Trying to help them out, but the problem is though they aren't destroying this, so they shouldn't be building anything, to be honest. Yeah. Oh wow, 24 beavers. Jesus Christ. All right. Wow, we're cooking over here. Jesus. All right, we can actually get this up and running though. Let's get this up and running at least. Lag spike. There we go. We can do that, and then what we can also do is start getting more beavers up over here. And then this can also be another wood source, and then we can get about 3. And then let's set up this. So this can all be birch over here. It doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, just all birch. Good. And good. And then what we can do is also have some oak over this way. Should be fine for me, because then that's a lot of wood that we can easily keep track of. I think. Yeah, I think we can do that. Perfect. So we have a lot of excess wood, which is good, just by hitting over there. And then we still have a lot of problems over here. Okay, perfect. They got rid of that. So what we can also do is builder's hut. Put it over here. They build that. And then what we can do is break the road back down, have this buildings made for them, and then we can just pretty much make the district point here, and then they would have access to builders here, and then they can move up over here and really fix the problems up here. This might be super big brain, but this is also not good at the same time, so we are going to have to make a dam, I think. Yeah, that might be a good idea, is to make a dam, because this is no bueno. We can do, we can make a dam over here too. Why not? We'll do something like that. And we should be good when it comes to that. This right here is, I think, what's screwing us. So we need to fix that. Come on. Can you build that? Come on. Build it faster. There should be resources here. Okay, good. Alright, so hopefully this can work. Okay, so the plan is working. Please. Yeah, thankfully it is working. We're actually going to try to lower this down a little bit so we can actually store water, which is moving up really quickly due to just the water coming down. And what we're doing here is hopefully this guy can... Oh yeah, perfect. So we're going to try to get some food introduced back into this place, mainly so we don't have people dying. I'm really worried about this, but it seems like everything's working out. This didn't stop anything, so we're going to try to move on over here. This thing is really... Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Oh my god. That's because... Oh. I don't think that's part of the map, is it? Great. Yeah. That is pretty awesome. Okay, so what we need to do here seems like we need to redirect it with levees over here. Which means it's going to require a lot of wood. Okay. There we go. Thank Christ. Okay, so now we can actually get some stuff going here, which is crazy, the fact that this happened. Alright, so what can we do? We have a lot of people working here, which is fine. Food-wise, we are... Oh, wow, we took a really big slash, but we should be able to take control back again. What we can do is... Can we lower it back down to, like, 45? might be good, right? Okay, and then it seems like that happens, so we need to actually block it off completely. And then what we can do is having to really direct it with our, well, with levies, to be honest, because, like, this is kind of an interesting predicament here, which I think is not supposed to happen, but happened anyway. So we have to fix it so it works. There we go. So this is what we have to do. This is going to be interesting. All right. Anyone dead? So we got about 11 beavers here too. Okay, perfect. So, god damn. Okay. Trying to think of what we can possibly do. Since we did just have to use all our wood on that one. And that was not cash money to be saying that. But what we can do is this. Let's do... Uh-oh, lag spike. There we go. And let's do something like this. And then we might be able to get up here. I think we can. Right? Let's see what the range is. Oh, we can. Perfect. So we actually have a lot of wood to work with here, which is good. So let's actually cut down all those trees. And then what we can also do is just wait for these guys to finish, because this... Oh my god, this was horrendous. Like, this should not have happened, but it happened. So, yeah. Nuts. But we do have a lot of beavers over here to help assist over there if we need to. We need to actually redo the whole export, import, export kind of thing. So, let's see, they're exporting that much. So we also need to export our planks. Where's our planks? There we go. And then what is that? Import if needed. Do not import. There we go. And then import always. Oh, I see. So we want to turn that all into import all never. And then what we need to do over here is import. Wait. Do not import. Import if needed. Always import. Okay. So what we can do is that some wood, about 20%, and then about 35% of that. Food, we're going to do about 30%, and then water we can do about 20, wood we can do about 40, and that should be good, right? How are we doing on water? Okay, water is still pretty good over here. Berries is still kicking off, so they could actually supply them with food, all they need, and really just focus on that, to be honest. But this was really scary, really risky, but thankfully we were able to kind of fix that little problem that we had, sort of. We still need to block all this off, which is going to take some time, but I think we can easily do it. Let's have them mainly focus on this down over here, and then focus on these two, so then we don't have to worry about them going all the way around. But, oh my god, this was, this was stupid. Alright, water's back in. Let's actually see what's going on here. And this is actually done in time too, which is perfect. So we're going to let these guys do their thing. As you can see, they're filling up. And I am curious about something I saw. Wait, is there water over here? Wait. Oh, I did not know about that one. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's actually pretty big. Anyway, so we're going to let that fill up a little bit, I think. So I saw this over here. It's a little rock area. I don't know if there's actually something in there, because it seems like... is there something in there? Can we actually check inside the mountain? Trying to see if there's like a little something in here, but I don't... Wait a minute. There's like gaps. Wait a minute. I don't know if there's something in there just by looking at this. I feel like there is. I just don't know. I kind of want to like crack... Oh, lag spike. I just want to crack it open and find out, but might want to wait on that. But as you can see, it seems like the water supply is actually working correctly now. Let's hope. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, perfect. And then we also have a dam over here, so that's also pretty good. Let's actually block it off and then allow a little bit over. All right. And then as you can see, look at all this green land that is now coming back to us, which is perfect. This is what we want. And I also am trying to make an attempt to block this off over here to make that happen. So hopefully we can get that over here. And then we can also block this off. And then we can have a bound water pump up here, extracting the resources and then allowing us to make explosives, which would be pretty cool. And then, you know, all this would go away over time too, of course. So we're doing a good job. Let's see what we have here. 18 planks, that's fine. And then what we can do is actually build up a little stockpile somewhere. I'm thinking... Oh, actually, no, we have water over here, so we may as well start trying to make our own food over here so we don't have to rely on other people. as you can see, we have a decent bit, but we do need a lot more if we want to survive here and have these guys on their own. That'd be funny if the other civilization falls, but then this one is somehow alive. That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, let's get that out of the way. Do we have anyone in here? We do not. So what we do need is most likely new homes, or more homes, I mean. Yeah, so we got about 16, which means I want to start trying to get more homes up and running. How we're going to do this? We could just do it on the side of the hill over here. I feel like that would be a good idea. So let's actually take these out, and then what we can do is try to put them over here. Ignore the bad water. Oh, here they go. And perfect. So now we have the bad water out of here, pretty much. We just gotta wait for it to finish up, and then we could put a dam here, allowing it to fill up over here too. That would be pretty slick, but we gotta give it time for this to go away, right? Yeah, give it time for it to go away. I don't know why it's still like this. Oh, there we go. It's starting to rescend. And then, okay, perfect. So we got that up and running. So we're doing something good here, you know? We're finally surviving on our own. We could put the houses up over there. That'd be pretty cool. But anyway, I think we should start now with trying to get ourselves a nice little metal system going on right over here, which, oh my god, is finally something we can do. Scavenger flag. Do something like that. Get about 2 of them there, and then we can get a smelter. And then we can put that... I don't even know where to put this thing. I want to put a multiple smelters, but we need a nice wood to get rid of all the wood here. What is that? Oh, never mind. Oh, we got like bad water up over here too. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I should have maybe put like a colony down here or something, but it's been a while since I actually made a district. Anyway, let's check this out really quick. Is there anything we can do to, like, break things? Like, I know we can... Okay, so it seems like it's... Oh. Wait. Oh, I see what's going on here. Oh, it's like a volcano. Oh, that's pretty cool. Too bad we can't really get in there. Wait. Wait a minute. We can't get in there. It's called blocking off. Oh my god. We could just block it off. Well, actually, I actually kind of see a way that we could even get up there. Kind of carefully get up there. We could even... Ooh, okay. I feel a little... like a little Grinch right now, but like... doesn't really matter. So what we can do is... Where is it? Terrain, landscaping, and then... Where's the water, actually? Bad water pump. Get something like this going. Do it like this. Well, actually, we can't do that. Well, we can do that, and then what we can also do is place one of these bad boys, and then we can actually have access to it, and that should be good. Perfect. And then what we can also do is get like a nice little water storage system for bad water, put it over here, and in case of a drought we can still have it, you know, working. Where is it? Bad water, is that it? Bad water. Perfect. No, I just don't really use it as often. So we got that up and running, or not up and running, but we're going to get it up and running, and we have water over here kind of stored up, which is good. And now we need more beavers, which means we need to start adding more homes, which I think we can easily do now. So let's actually start adding more. Do something like that, and then, ooh, too bad I can't put there, but I can do this, and then we can do that. Perfect. So we just have about 4 homes here, which is perfect for us, and we have the dam system over there, which is also good. So I think we're doing pretty well over here. Don't really need to add any power source over there. We could try to add it over here. We could actually. Would it be worth it? I mean, we are getting resources from them, so I'm not really that scared. We may want to put, like, you know, resource deposits somewhere, so let's kind of keep that in mind. Let's actually get rid of this. And then what we can do is actually make like a warehouse kind of thing over here. So, yeah, we're gonna have to do this. All right, do that, and then place another for planks. And then we could place this down too, and then also kind of store up our water. Ooh, wait a minute. We need water. So that means we need a large water pump, just in case we do get a little population crazy. And we can get that out of the way. Let's do that. And get this up and running over here. Do I want to do it? Ooh, no, I can't do that there. We can do it right here, though. And do that. Perfect. And then with that in mind, we can also get medium tanks up and running too, just in case bad water bad water hits, and then we can actually have water stored. Let's see here. Let's wait for lag to calm down. And how am I going to put this? I think we can just put it like this. I'm going to put 3. That will be definitely a project, but it should be fine since we're only going to have 1 going. So I ain't going to complain that much about it, which means they're building that, which means we need to also start giving them gears so they can build that too. Let's see here. Where is the gears? Can you not trade gears? Oh, you can. Perfect. Do not import. Import always. And about that much. I don't know if we can. Why is it only this stuff down here though? Unless we don't have any gears. That could be it too, right? Yeah, we don't have any gears, that's why. And we do have a lot of wood, so let's actually get these bad boys up and running, and we can actually get gears running, and then let's get this running too, so we can actually give them what they need, and also get this up and running too, so we can give them also that. And it seems like this is all done now, so we're actually going to destroy this, and we're going to wait. Yeah, so we're going to destroy this, open up more jobs. We already have 3 beavers here, and then what we can do is start wood cutting. Because I forgot to do this, which would be very helpful. And then we can also do that over here, and then we should be good when it comes to wood supply over here, even though we're doing pretty good with 282 over here, and a lot of wood stored and over. All right, so we need to turn that on, and now we are starting to really get everything off of our feet, and hopefully the builders can finish this off too, which is good. And then we have a lot of people left over, so we can actually turn on the builders hunt. Hopefully everything just, you know, goes into place. So this place is all set for anything, which is good. And now this place needs to be on the way too, but so far everything's kind of holding out, but not the best though, as you can see. Yeah, we're gonna actually destroy you since you don't really have a purpose here. And we can actually maybe get the road over here a little closer, kind of just slowly inch it over, get these resources out of the way, and then try to get over here. That might be our goal. And then what we can do is possibly build a dam over here, you know, increasing the water flow, and maybe even blocking it off completely so it doesn't go down over this way. I mean, we have this right here, so it should be fine regardless, but right now we need to really focus on wood right there and then planks in here. That should be good, and hopefully everything turns out all right. All right, bad time is up, and oh my god, I think I dodged a bullet with this one. This one, oh, okay, let's get that up and running. There we go. And okay, nope. There we go, perfect. All right, so some did get through. Okay, perfect, yeah. So some did get through, but we are good in the hood over here. Let's actually block this off fully so we stop losing water. And this guy is gonna have to go over time, and let's actually start, you know, closing down all the dams here so we don't have any leaking through. And I think I got everything right. This will be a problem, I think. Yeah. Oh, I can't block it off because then, well, would it? No, it will still be a problem. I have to keep it down. Okay, so I didn't really make a good full-on idea for combating, you know, bad water, but we have enough resources to hold out, so that's kind of all that matters to me, really, and I'm okay with that. So let's actually open up these guys, because I totally forgot about that, and get them out of the way. Perfect. And then what we can do is get a nice little road over here so they can actually open up this place, and then you should be able to go there, right? Yeah, because I think if it's a source, if you open it up, it's actually on all 4 directions. So I think that's how it works, I hope. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot of problems, especially up here. I mean, of course we can store the food, but yeah, wood supply up here is going to take a massive hit, but that's fine. We have a lot of wood anyway, and we're trying to at least get some of these buildings up and running. So we do need to get some of these going, but this seems to be good down here. So what we can start doing is also start building storages. Yeah, we can start building storages. Let's do that here, and they both can be iron. Yeah, iron. And then what we need to do as well is start making a iron refinery. Where is it? Here it is. And 150. All right, so we have an iron refinery here. Where am I going to put this bad boy? think what we can do is put it like right here, and then this should be good, and that allows us to create some iron. And then what we can do is start placing down some of power, which can be, you know, this little guy, and then we can place another one, possibly we'll do something like this. I think that's easy, and then what we can do is just do that, and that should be enough for one. Perfect. This is going to take a while, but that's fine. I'd rather focus on these, though. Rather actually focus on this. Oh, yeah, I forgot treated planks. We need to get that up here running. And where is treated planks? We should be here somewhere. There it is. All right, and then import if needed. Right? Yeah. Yeah, import if needed. Okay, so we should be good here. That's going to help us out greatly. And as you can see, nice clean water over this way, which is good, except for over here. This is going to be a definite problem, which we can easily fix once we get the iron up and running. And my goal is to actually really just focus on them getting over on this side. And then there's a lot more iron over there, and then maybe set up a system up over here. I feel like that's going to be a good area to set up a more permanent solution to our iron problem. So let's do that right now, since we have the time, and just set this up. Uh-oh, did not mean to do that. There we go. Set something like that up here. And now that we're over here, we're going to have to wait till everything is pretty much cleared out. And once we have everything done, I want to clear this all out first before I do anything. Of course, I'm going to be a little careful and put some blocks over here so that we don't have any bad water leaking through, because that is a fear of mine just by looking at this. So we're going to have to do something like that, and then we should be good when it comes to safety. And it's kind of funny talking about safety here. Close that off, good. And then, yeah, I mean, we could try to make a pathway from here all the way up, and then we can easily block that off, but I don't feel like that's going to be a good idea. Alright, so we have another bad time approaching, and man, this is going to be a long video. So we now finally have iron production all the way over here. I don't know how much we have. It's somewhere. I have no idea. Yeah, so we have iron production, which is good, which means we can start blocking things off. We don't really need to worry about it over here, mainly due to the fact we can easily just block off the water sources whenever we need to. So this doesn't need any iron, I think. Wait, no, wait, never mind, I can't say that. I think they're building this up here, aren't they? They are. Okay, never mind, makes sense. And hopefully they can actually build this one relatively... Oh yeah, they can build that soon. And I am going to try to build a water well, or yeah, water wheel, so we can actually get this one up and running, and so it can be more, you know, constant. And we have a lot of iron to go through, which is good. So you know, that's a benefit for us. 100% neat. So we can actually build another one too. Yeah, we may as well build another one, screw it. And because we're going to have a lot of power here, so why not? We could even build another water wheel once we get to that point, which I am going to try to do that again, since that is working out so well over here on the right-hand side, because I think the water... Honestly, if we destroy this, this might be fine. Yeah, if we destroy this, it's going to be fine. So let's do that and actually turn it into a... What was it? Where is it? There we go. Gonna destroy these and actually put a little dam here so we can actually control it a little bit better. And then if there's time of bad water, we don't have to put it down over this way, or if there's like a drought, we can always hold it off. And that should help us greatly. As you can see, they're actually doing pretty good when it comes to building that up. And oh yeah. All right, so too far from a district. I mean, district's right over here, unless they want it over this way. I mean, I don't know. Oh, that's because there's no... Okay, there's no pathway to it. I see. So we need to wait for that to be built. Anyway, so they are storing up a lot of resources up here, and they are going crazy building. So I'm actually going to employ these guys now so they can actually finish up all those projects. How are we doing over here? Pretty good. It seems like they're all the jobs are filled, which is good. Everything is running pretty smoothly. Not much I can do. Can't block that off. Can't block any of this off. And we have to wait for the bad water. But at least once we get the bad water up over here, we can have explosives, which is going to be pretty good. I do want to build that explosive thing down over here, though. Where is it? I think it's landscaping. Yep. Explosives factory. What we can do is put it over here somewhere, and... I want to build two of them, you know? I want to build two, and I feel like that would be a good idea. We may as well build it over here, I think. Yeah, we may as well build it over here, to be honest. So let's get some nice little stuff over here. I need to figure out how I'm gonna do with the windmills, though. That is also a thing I need to worry about. So we could, we could do the water wheel. That might work. I think it might work over here. Problem is, though, if we need to blow things up to find out, because if we blow things up, we can figure it out that. Oh, wait a minute. Um. I see a possibility here. Let's try this really quick. So I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out, but oh, not that one. This one. If that can work right here, then we can at least place 3, maybe 2. Yeah, we can place 2. Move the power thing over here, jump it up, and make it go all the way across. We're gonna wait and see how much power it exerts before we do anything like that, but and that might be a little difficult to get there. So let's do something like this, do something like that. Wiggity whack, there we go. And then we should be able to access that right there and should be good. Now this I hope can be up relatively soon. Can we do it really quick? I didn't want this to be broken, but we do. All right, come on, you can do it. I want to see how much power this thing can exert here. Come on, finish it. Can we finish it up? Oh, we can't. It seems like it won't. Is it producing 135? I don't know if it is or isn't, but over here is still going pretty good. Over here. This is what we need to block off. Good. And boom, boom, perfect. And that should keep us steady for a while here. The potatoes are actually going pretty well. It's, you know, kicking. And as you can see, we have a lot of bad water. That is fine. And how are we doing over here? Oh, wait. Oh, block that off. Meant to block that off. Block this off too. And that would have been great. So we have about 3 days. Hopefully we can actually block all this off. Uh-oh. That is not good. Okay, it might dilute itself, so it's fine. Maybe. Okay, we're good. We're chilling. Alright, so we should be good over there. How much are you exerting? Alright, perfect. That's 4? Okay, 190. Not bad, not bad. So that is making it have enough power. So that means we have more than enough. So then we can really focus on this exporting enough metal to really block off the bad water, which is really good. So we shouldn't really worry about that over here. Over here is something I kind of want to do. And maybe make a dam to fill in the gaps, but might not be a good idea here. We pretty much need it over this way. So what we can start doing is getting it over here and start blocking off like the surrounding area so we don't have crop damage like we do over here. This one's going to be a project, but it will be worth it in the end, especially over here. We definitely need to block it off if we can, but right now it's looking pretty horrendous. And I mean, if it dies, it dies. It's not really the end of the... Oh, lag spike. It's not really the end of the world if we don't really block everything off, so I'm not really that scared. Now, we are doing pretty good here, so I'm not sure what my overall goal is, but I need to think of something, to be honest. We could just block all this off so it doesn't have that effect, but as you can see, we're doing pretty decent over here. We have the bad water, which means we need explosives up next. That means they can start building this once they're done down here. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Alright, so we are gonna get everything going. I actually never made a power supply or power line this long, and it's gonna be making a explosives factory and a smelter. So this video has been going on long enough, and I'm gonna end the video here, and I will do a part 2 on this one, because this one, you know, I kind of like Forsaken Shores, you know? I don't really have a goal in mind. I think it's definitely going to be a shorter video next time, which is fine by me. I don't know when it's going to be released. I might just do it back to back to see if it's going to be lagging or not, so I don't waste as much time trying to get this video out compared to another one. So, yeah. But anyway, as you can see, we got a lot going on, a lot finished. So we actually set up a district, something I haven't really done in a while, something I didn't really understand until I did this. So as you can see, wow, look at all that. Really? You know, it's not that bad, honestly. Could have made a district right here focused on wood supply and stuff like that. but there's no real need to. I got a nice little iron supply down here, to be honest, which is actually kind of filling up. So what I'm going to do for my sanity is containment barrier all the way. And what we're going to do is, where am I going to put this? Oh, is it overflowing? It slightly is. All right, so what we can do is put a containment barrier over here, and that will help, you know, prevent these crops from dying if bad water does come in here. So I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be honest, if I put it here or not, because it's gonna die regardless, if you think about it. So, I mean, unless I make a giant dam, which we could possibly do in the next video, we could maybe make it work. But we have this right here, which is good, but also bad at the same time. So it's not really ideal to make a dam here. Maybe somewhere else, but maybe... Oh, I never actually blocked this off up here. Oh, wait a minute. That's a water source. I actually never knew that. That's interesting. So regardless, it seems like a dam here would be kind of pointless. Unless we make it now. Well, I mean, we can make it right here and then it can go off over this way. I mean, we can do something like that, you know? They constantly been hungry over here, but none of them actually have been dying. So I guess we're doing good if you think about it somewhat. I don't know. Anyway. Nice little fertile lake, got my whole thing kind of set up. I did want to kind of go down here, conquer the islands, but as you can see, actually I think that can be our goal. Set up another district down here focusing on iron and trying to get the underground ruins. I feel like that would be pretty good to do. Problem is the water is going to be, well, maybe not actually if we just go down over here. Is there anything over here I need to know about? I have no idea. But, oh, it's actually leaking off over the side over here. Not my problem. Anyway, have a good one, guys, and take care.